Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. If you like The Mike Wagner Show and you want to make your own podcast, well, let me tell you about Anchor. First of all, it's free. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You can also add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosensia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war-winning author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forbes, Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for it goes Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, check out The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, coming soon to Hamilton Radio and other syndicated programming. And follow us on Instagram and YouTube. And make sure you take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. You can subscribe to us on any channel and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out The Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia for Missing, Once, and Wrinkles, and also cool merchandise, T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia. Also support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, themikewagnershow.com. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com for the Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you give generously today. He's back by popular demand. He toured and recorded with Black Juju, Creeping Beauty, Famous Underground. He shared the story with One-Eyed Doll, Wednesday 13, Ingwe Malmsteen, Striper, and more. He had a life-altering accident, and he's won numerous awards, and also had some previous releases like Lifting the Curse, Wonders of the Invisible World we had on. And this time he's back by popular demand, and he's last seen in Canada. And he's right here in Canada, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Plus Studios. He's got an update, the very multi-talented, award-winning singer-songwriter guitarist, Darren Boyd. Darren, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again.
Well, it's great to have you back. I mean, I just love talking to you from your Plus Studios in Canada and everything. And of course, we had you on before. You talked about touring and recording with Black Juju, The Creeping Beauty, and more. You shared the stage with One-Eyed Doll, Wednesday 13, Ingwe Malmsteen, and you also had that life-altering accident, which got you to doing Lifting the Curse. We talked last time about Wonders of the Invisible World, and also, I think it was before or after the pandemic. I can't remember, but we also have your new album called Last Seen in Canada, featuring the title track and more. And before getting at last time we talked, tell us what you've been up to last time we talked between now and then.
Oh, well, Wonders of the Invisible World. That was the second album, and this has been 3 albums in 3 years. So that's 2 actually put out through the pandemic, now that I think about it. Because the last one, that's why this one, Last Seen in Canada, that's where the title came from, was when Wonders came out, people kept asking me, like, are you going to get out and, tour, play live and all this? And I'm like, last gig was in Canada. The last, that's can't go anywhere, can't do anything. So when I put out this one, it was like, you can kind of see that picture is me playing live, and it's last seen in Canada. It's not a live album, but I kept thinking, it could have been, but live albums were a thing. Like, they were really big for a while. And now I was just thinking about that the other day. They just sort of disappeared. People aren't.
And nowadays, live in Canada is considered like, say, playing live in your living room, your kitchen, your bathroom, your bedroom, on top of the roof, on the patio, or in your cat's litter box, or like, say, you're on the floor doing yoga or whatever, or you're live at a bar with a bunch of friends, or you're just sitting and watching a game and watching your favorite team get blown out. You're bored as heck, and you decide to go in and sing on your iPhone. That's a new version of live these days. So who knows what's live these days? I
know. And, I was thinking about, maybe that's why live albums are not like, Frampton Comes Alive or Cheap Trick at Budokan or Kiss Alive. Those were huge. Like those albums made the careers of those artists. And now nobody puts out live albums. So maybe that's why, because, the show happens and it's on YouTube, like in real time, pretty much, like or it's Facebook Live or whatever. So what's the point in putting out a live album, I guess? Unless it's a DVD package, and then it's kind of cool. But
exactly. And of course, you see all the YouTube videos out there, people putting up their phones and, just recording and say, hey, I'm here with Metallica, or I'm here watching the Stones in St. Louis, or I'm here with Rush in Toronto or something. It's like, you say, hey, I got this right here. And of course, you don't have to go to a record store and pay for it. It's like, you just access it live, and, groups out there try to stop it, but it's so rampant, nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, you can't stop that. I mean, and the thing about nowadays, the phones, the quality is actually pretty good. So you can get, good video with now the audio is a whole other thing, but still. But that's, it's funny you say that, because that's one of the reasons I still put out actual physical CDs, because I don't know if I'm unusual here, but I actually sell more CDs than I do digital downloads.
Really?
Now there are more, like, obviously people stream, that doesn't cost them anything, but I honestly think it's because CDs are merch, right? It's not, they don't have to, half the new computers and new cars, they don't even come with CD players anymore. So, but I think people like to have, if they're into an artist, they like to have something, and the CD it's a package that you don't get from a digital download. So
and of course too, another thing that's making its comeback is the vinyl as well. That's something you can hold, and they cost more than the CD. And back in the day, CDs cost more than the albums, and now it's the other way around. And of course, people are into that, and I'm seeing artists out there that are pushing more vinyl than they do CD. And what got me back into buying vinyl, I think I bought the last vinyl, God, what was it, like 20, 30 years ago? It's like I had so many I can't remember. My daughter got me Queen A Night at the Opera, and this was like last year on my birthday, and said, I don't have much money, but happy birthday. I'm like, this is priceless.
And it sounds great. It sounds like, I don't know, something about it. But that's the thing about, if an artist like myself put out vinyl, there's two problems. One is, like you said, it's very expensive. And unless I know that I have fans that are going to buy it, and 4 or 5 sales are not going to cut it, and people who are vinyl collectors are not going to find vinyl from new artists that recorded it digitally. It's not the same thing. They're looking for classic, so I'd like to get into it at some point. I wouldn't mind, having limited runs of vinyl for anybody who's interested, but haven't quite got there yet,
And I'm sure people will contact you as well too. We'll talk about your release in detail, last seen in Canada, more along with your songs. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forbes, Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Molson-Zia. Available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Over 30 podcast platforms coming soon to Hamilton Radio. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. For great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. For great books, merchandise, and more, Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. I'll support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, themikewagnershow.com. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com. For the Mike Wagner Show, make sure you do so today. We're here with the amazing, multi-talented singer, songwriter, guitarist Darren Boyd here on the Mike Wagner Show. And of course, he was last seen in Canada, and that's the name of the album. So tell us more about the album and also the story behind it, including title track and Spider Jewel and There Goes the World and more.
Oh, yeah. Well, this again, the 3rd album in 3 years, and the 4th one's coming up in October. So I'm really excited about that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like that's sort of the Halloween thing. It comes around every year, and this year I'm trying to get on top of it so it's done faster.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I mean, it's truly a solo project because every weird note, every sound, everything you hear comes from me. There's no on this one, there's no outside players, writers, producers, anything like that. Which there's nothing wrong with that, of course. It's just
everybody's doing it these days. I mean, I can remember Phil Collins did everything on it, and I think there was also Geddy Lee did everything on it at one point too. A lot of artists are doing it. Paul McCartney was the latest too in McCartney 3. Everything was all him. Yeah, and that happens a lot of times when you don't even realize there are bands that the band isn't really. I mean, what was it? I think it was like the Monkees or something. Actually, even the Beach Boys. It was some studio musicians for a lot of it. That's how it goes. But I mean, there are solo artists, and I often bring this up when people mention that, like, why does it even matter? But I am a big fan of the Go-Go's, for example. Oh my gosh, they were great. I love them. They put on a great show as well, too. Even when there's technical difficulties, they're still great. Oh, well, and their latest studio album, geez, it goes back some time though. It's in the 2000s. God Bless the Go-Go's. Mm-hmm. Great album. I would put that up against the early stuff. It's probably one of the best, if not the best. It's but people want to hear the first album, and that's okay, but it really give it a chance. But when Belinda went solo, I was kind of like, okay, well, what does she bring to the party, right? Let's hear but I was kind of disappointed when I'm like reading it and like it's her name, her face, and her voice, but she had no songwriting credits. It was like bring in the team of professional songwriters and that's okay. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just sort of like, I would have liked to have had a little more of her, but that was, give her credit though, it was probably more successful than the Go-Go's were. And she was huge in her solo career, but anyway, not as huge as this, of course, but or making to have her, guest appear on your next release too. It's like, and then put her to test. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I do love the Go-Go. So I just such a great band. Like like you said, great show. And I'm somebody that just likes to keep finding new music too, even today. Like I love the classic stuff, but there's always something new that excites me. So And there's a lot of great music out there too. You just look on Spotify, look on YouTube, you look on Pandora, SoundCloud, and I'm trying to think. What are some other streaming ones? I'm stuck on the big ones here.
Oh,
It's like, oh my gosh, was it?
yeah.
Oh, I'm running blank here, but at least you know what I'm talking about. It's like there's
Yeah.
always great music out there, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. So
Yeah, wherever you listen to music, there's something, and that's whenever I discover an artist that I haven't heard before, and like usually it's on YouTube for me, to be honest. And if I see a video and it's like, wow, this is exciting, I really like this. The cool thing is if they have lots more. If it's just one video, you're kind of like, well, that's one video, and that's one of the reasons why, like in my stuff, I try to put out as many low budget videos as I can that I do myself, just because then people have something more than just like, blowing all the budget on one video. It's,
right, yeah, or like Michael Bay just blowing everything up, and there goes your budget. He literally blew up the budget. So
yeah, yeah. Well, my budget is like $12, so
is that all? There's
Is
people
that
who do it like, 11, 10, 5, 0, -5, -10. They got to take out a 30-year mortgage just to do a video.
yeah. Oh, that's crazy. And like nowadays, the people who say, and I'm nothing against doing a high quality video and hiring a team who are professionals. No problem with that at all. If it's, what you want and it's within your means. But it seems like the only people that say, well, you have to do that and you need to spend $30,000 minimum and all this stuff. Those are usually people who stand to benefit from that. People like me go, no, I'm going to set my phone up and I'm going to, make this work. I'm going to learn how to edit it. Is it going to be cinematic quality? Well, probably not, but my fans would rather see something, they'd rather get a video than even if it was just me doing like Instagram live or something, like you said.
And of course, nowadays that even professionals record their albums or songs and all that using their iPhone. You don't have to go to a studio. It's like you can record a song, becomes the number one. They program everything on their iPhones. Wherever they go, at home and all that, or walking the dog, they can do all the recording and edit and mix and everything else on their iPhones nowadays.
Yeah, well, that's what I do, honestly, and I edit on an iMovie, and I actually am learning every time. I like, and it gets a little better, and I make some mistakes, but yeah, I'm sure I'm nowhere near. I'm in the infancy of what I can learn just with that software. So, yeah, and it's a fun way to be creative. I mean, if you're an artist, you're a band, and you want to make a video, it's a lot of fun to figure it out for yourself. Like, I mean, artists are supposed to be creative, right? Take your $12 and make it work for you.
I seen people do it on like zero budget as well too. My wife does things on zero budget. There's a lot of people who do it. It's like you don't have to have a big budget to create things. And of course, even the lowest budget things, turn out just phenomenal. I've heard stories about that.
Well, I mean, people are going viral on TikTok and stuff, and they're not using anything that isn't right there pretty much for free, other than their phone. I don't know. I went on, I have a TikTok account. I'm not even sure I know what it's called.
I'm sure we'll look it up.
Yeah.
Darren Boyd. Come on, look it up. You can cheat, guys. Can you do it? Thank you. And I don't even know why I'm on there, because it's not one of those things where I'm going to be dancing around doing silly things other than playing my guitar. But I'm not a fan of dancing and being silly, just do it for a show, so.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing, I mean, if people are having fun, I have no problem with that, but it's not really it's not really my thing. I just want to, create music and so TikTok seems like an odd place, but I see a lot of guitar videos and a lot of musicians. So I thought, well, may as well jump on it. You never know. Some people, I mean, if I get another, 10 fans out of it, that's worth it.
That'd be considered a victory, get maybe like 10, 20, 30, 50 more followers, confirming music and all that. That'd be a big victory. Or even like, 10, 15, 20, 30 subscribers on YouTube's, or maybe like, 50 friend requests or 100 followers on Facebook, or maybe get some LinkedIn or something. So, just a little amounts considered little victories. And of course, let the victories pile up a little bit. That's considered success instead of like, all at once and just go down the tubes.
Yeah. Well, that's it. And the way I look at success is, I think it can be defined differently for different people, right? And even though I'm not a household name, and I'm pretty sure I never will be, that's okay. I'm making music that I'm proud of. I'm having a great time. I'm building a fan base. That suits me just fine. I don't care about like being having viral videos or anything like that. Although it would be nice, anybody watching wants to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's really tough and it's free. All you have to do is subscribe, and it's hard to get to build that up.
And where can they find you on YouTube again?
Just go to Darren Michael Boyd, and if you find that difficult, go just darrenboyd.com, and everything is on there. So if you go to my website, you'll find YouTube and Instagram, and anything I'm active in, you should be able to find it through there.
And we certainly will do so. We'll talk about your music last seen in Canada in just 1 minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor, the Mike Wagner Show, international war-winning author Mia Molson's of Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the multi-talented Darren Boyd of the album Last Seen in Canada after this time out.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers, and boy, are you in luck. Right place, right time. Tuned in to the Mike Wagner Show. You heard me.
We're back with multi-talented Darren Boyd here on the Mike Wagner Show, talking about the new album, Last Seen in Canada. And let's talk about some of the music. You got the title track, you got Spider Jewel, you got There Goes the World, and Melting Beneath the Moon, and Amphibian Rhapsody. And tell us about some of the music out there and what inspired to write them.
Wow. This is something that just, I know it sounds weird, but it just happens. Like I can't say there's not thought process. Of course there is, but music for me is just this inspiration. And, if I pick up my guitar and I start trying to learn things, I'm going, oh, that's a cool part. I got my phone and I'm like, that might be something, so I'm always writing. I used to write a lot more lyrics than I do now. These are all instrumental albums, and it seems like a very niche market right now, but there are some great instrumental artists. So I'm happy to be part of that. The songs are not, this is not progressive music. It's not Rush or something, who I love, by the way. I'm not no shade to Rush. I'm just saying that, there's no 12-minute songs, right? It's all like 3 or 4 minutes at the most. Usually they barely make 3 minutes. But I do have how many videos do I even have from this one? Solitary Green Witch is the latest video from that album. And that's a pretty cool one if you want to check that one out. and I'm planning to do one more before hitting the next album. There'll be one more video from this. Yeah, and the next one is I should be talking about this one, but I can't. I'm excited
Go
for
ahead.
the new one.
Yeah,
It
keep
is.
up, man. Keep up.
It's going to be gonna, like, for the people who are fans and know these previous albums, each one I think gets 10 or 20% better, because I'm learning, I'm getting better at the production part, and this new stuff is just, I don't know, it's pretty crazy.
And
but
of course,
in a good way.
I like the one with Amphibian Rhapsody. It's to be like a bunch of frogs.
Amphibian Rhapsody. My singer from my band Creeping Beauty came up with that name, because I have almost all of my videos have a toad in there somewhere, or a frog or something.
Right.
And she just used the name Amphibian Rhapsody. I'm like, that is going to be a song title. and it is like the weirdest, that has to be the weirdest song on the album for sure, because it's real, like there's a bass riff. It's very funky, just bizarre, but it's kind of infectious too. It's really upbeat. It's the happiest thing on there for sure. And I've had people, it's, I get the two things, right? You get the one person going, I don't know about this. What are you doing? Right. Cause it's so kind of poppy or something. And then I have the other people going, like, that's the one, like, that's the song that jumps out at them because it is so different. And it's like, yeah, I know, I can tell, like, I'm happy to put it on there. Not everybody's going to relate or be happy with it, but that's okay.
Well, you can't please everybody. That's the thing. You can entertain, but you can't please everybody. That's the whole thing. And Spider Jewel, you also had released that. Maybe just a quick tell us about that. We'll be playing a couple of your tracks as well too after the audio interview on the Mike Wagner Show. Spider Jewel sounds really interesting. You released that while you're recording your latest as well.
Yeah. So Spider Jewel was the sort of advanced single that I put out as a video and a single in the summer. And that one is also very different. It's very surf. That's kind of where the spooky surf comes in. That's the sort of genre that I fall into a lot of the time. And it's very melodic. I kind of call it my summer romance song. And the reason why, there's no lyrics, but it has this kind of upbeat surf feel, but there's so much kind of longing in the melody. It's kind of sad. And it's like, well, I guess the summer romance is going to end. It's going to end. So it just has a real retro feel, and I'm really proud of that one. The title, I actually put a contest on social media to see if anybody could guess where the name came from as an inspiration. And I had a lot of creative ideas, but nobody got it. Nobody actually figured it out. And it is the social media. This is the first time I'm telling anybody. It's the social media or the Instagram handle for one of my favorite YouTubers that has nothing to do with music. But I just titled it because she wasted so much of my time when I was recording the last album, because I kept watching these videos and I'm like, all right, I'm going to name this song after her. She has no idea. But that's where that came from, because it was like, man, how much time am I going to kill? But it's very important for somebody creating, at least I think, to step away from it and do something totally different. And then when you come back to it, you're like, okay, got it. I would do that a lot, usually through YouTube. But sometimes that's why I like actually recording this stuff by myself. I mean, if I had a real bass player as opposed to me doing it, would it be better? Maybe, probably, but it would be different. It wouldn't be the same. So at this point, I'm pretty happy. I make a good team.
I would say too, of course, I mean, you got all the stuff, you're doing great at it. And where can we find Last Seen in Canada and all your works at?
So Darren Boyd actually.com. So darrenboyd.com, that is my website. Everything is there. You can find Darren Michael Boyd on like any streaming service, wherever you find music, you'll find me.
Okay. All right. We'll certainly do so. We're here with Darren Boyd with Last Seen in Canada here on the Mike Wagner Show. A very big thank you for your time and appreciate the update. Looking forward to having you again soon. Keep us up to date, keep in touch, and definitely great to have you on. Once again, tell us about your upcoming project. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or check out your music?
Okay, so the upcoming album, it's actually called Abusement Park, and
Abusement Park. Ooh,
yes,
you have to keep me up to date on that one. Maybe 6 months from now or something.
yeah. And but right now you can go to darrenboyd.com and you can find my CDs and some other merch and stuff. And in fact, right now I have the 3 CDs. I have a bundle sale on them. So anybody actually likes CDs and wants to grab those at a discounted price, good time to do it. Yeah.
we certainly will do so. Once again, Dan, a very big thank you for your time. It's great to have you back on. Make sure you keep in touch. Looking forward to having you in soon. Keep this up to date. Keep in touch. And definitely love to have you back. And we wish you all the best. And looking forward to talking again soon.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.